When people think of building wealth, they imagine spreadsheets, financial advisors, and color-coded budgets that require hours of attention each week. But what if I told you? I didn't use any of that? No complicated budget. No fancy tools, no expensive coaching. Just a system so simple that even someone who hates tracking money could follow it. I started with chaos bills everywhere, bank notifications that gave me anxiety, and that constant feeling of, where did my money go? If that sounds like you, stay with me. Because this is how I turned it around without turning into a budgeting robot. 1. I made saving invisible. I used to try to save what was left over at the end of the month. Spoiler, there was never anything left. So instead, I flipped the script. I set up an automatic transfer to my savings account the day my paycheck hit. Not the next day, not after bills, immediately. It started with just 10 days, then 20, then 50. By making it automatic and untouchable, I never had to budget for it. It just happened. And over time, it added up faster than I ever expected. 2. I used the one decision rule. Here's what I realized. Budgeting requires hundreds of micro decisions a week. Do I buy this coffee? Do I cook or order in? Do I go out Friday or Saturday? Too many choices equals decision fatigue, overspending. So I created one decision systems that removed the thinking altogether. Example? I subscribed to a meal kit that auto-delivered groceries for 5 days. Now I didn't have to ask, what's for dinner, or get tempted by takeout. One decision, money saved automatically. I organized my money into buckets. Not categories, buckets. I didn't need to track every dollar. I just needed to direct it. So I split my accounts like this. Spending account, everyday purchases. Savings account, emergency fund plus goals. Freedom account, investing plus future. Each paycheck got split across them. I didn't need to log every transaction. As long as my spending account had money, I was good. And when it ran out, I stopped spending. Simple. Effective. 0 spreadsheets. 4. I focused on systems, not sacrifice. Most people think wealth comes from deprivation. No eating out. No lattes. No fun. But that mindset burns out fast. Instead of asking, what can I cut? I asked, what can I systemize? So I ordered essentials online monthly. No impulse target runs. Set a rule. Fund money caps at $100 week. No tracking, just limits. Canceled 3 subscriptions I didn't miss, then never thought about them again. Wealth isn't about willpower. It's about making good decisions automatic. 5. I made my bank work for me. I used to treat my bank like a digital wallet. Then I realized I could set it up like a digital wealth machine. So I opened a high-yield savings account for my emergency fund, a separate checking account for bills. An investment account, I started with just $50. I linked them all and let automation do the work. Money flowed in and the system handled the rest. No financial advisor. No spreadsheets. Just smart structure. 6. I invested without overthinking. I used to think investing was only for rich people or finance nerds. Then I found out you can start with almost nothing. So I opened an account on a beginner-friendly platform like Fidelity, Schwab, or even Robinhood, and set up recurring buys into ETFs, 25 hours a week, into a low-cost, diversified index fund, automatically. I didn't try to time the market. I didn't chase crypto pumps. I just let time and consistency do their thing. And slowly, my net worth started to grow. 7. I focused on my money mindset more than my math. You don't get rich from numbers. You get rich from habits and mindset. So I fed myself better financial thoughts every day. I listened to podcasts while walking. Watched YouTube channels that inspired me. Read 10 pages of a money mindset book each morning. This daily input changed the way I saw money. It became less about lack and more about possibility. 8. I defined rich on my own terms. The moment that changed everything? Realizing I didn't need a mansion, 6 figures, or a Rolex to be wealthy. I needed no debt collectors calling a few months of savings, freedom to say no to things I hate, and yes to things I love. Once I stopped chasing other people's definition of rich, I finally felt wealthy, and became wealthy. I didn't build wealth with spreadsheets. I didn't track every receipt or become a budgeting wizard. I just created systems that worked for me, on autopilot, without stress. If you're overwhelmed by traditional advice, here's your permission to do it differently. Simple steps. Smart automation. Consistent action. You don't need a budget. You need a blueprint that fits your life. And if I can build wealth from chaos,